Also, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Indianapolis Colts, good luck to all teams in their quest for a state championship.
Sports Medicine's integrated sports medicine team is built to serve the needs of all athletes in all sports. Our team's only goal is to improve athletes in every facet. PSM offers performance training to help athletes get better on the field, dedicated athletic rehabilitation and physical therapy to help them get better off of it, certified athletic trainers in our PSM schools providing daily support to our athletes, and a specialized orthopedic walk-in clinic when injury strikes. Call 260-266-4007 to speak to our care navigators or visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com to learn more about what we can do to improve athletes at all levels.
The Acme Bar and Grill, where neighbors meet. A Fort Wayne tradition since 1941. We feature nightly dinner specials along with our iconic pizza, wings, and pork tenderloins, and barbecue in our family-friendly atmosphere with a retro flair. Additionally, we offer a full bar with 26 beers on tap from various Midwest breweries. We also have an area perfect for private events such as meetings, reunions, and banquets that holds up to 50 people. The Acme Bar and Grill, located in the heart of East State Village, where neighbors
Give your home the curb appeal it deserves and trust Kurt's Mio to power wash your home. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com, request your virtual quote, and use the code SummitCity for 15% off all power washing services today. That's kurtzmio.com, supporting the youth of Fort Wayne. Looking for a way to naturally aid in soothing aches, pains, and sore muscles and reduce inflammation from the skin? Want a relief in minutes? Try Alleviate. Contact Hillary Didier for details. You can find her at didier.hillary@gmail.com or call her at 260-312-1599.
The Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Come see us in Decatur at the 2733 Auto Mall and shop 7 brands in one location. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express walk-in clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Parkview Ortho Express, located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse, gives you access to quick care and orthopedic physicians when you need it most. Get x-rays, treatment, and referrals to Parkview Care, all in the convenience of a walk-in clinic. Parkview Ortho Express is open Monday through Thursday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturday, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Call 260-266-4007 for more information. Developing athletes to be foundationally strong. Healthy and consistent training. Expert staff. Long-term athletic development. Parkview Sports Medicine Performance. Any athlete, any age, any skill level.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Thank you for supporting Summit City Sports. For the last several years, we've provided the Fort Wayne community and beyond with coverage of a variety of sports, thanks to our title sponsorship from Parkview Sports Medicine. Since we began in 2015, our annual budget has covered the cost of videographers and commentators to over 300 plus games each year. New equipment and maintenance of that equipment, along with increased broadcast rights fees from the IHSAA. This season, we're reaching out to friends, families, and local businesses for additional sponsorships and donations. You can help us grow and get coverage to your favorite team or sport. A Summit City Sports sponsorship or donation will help make that happen. We have the goal of bringing fans live stream games of every SAC game we cover. With the additional funds, we'd invest in mobile internet devices, allowing us to bring our supporters every SAC conference football and boys and girls basketball games live, as well as more coverage for sports like cross country, tennis, golf, swimming, wrestling, track and field, baseball, and softball. For more information on sponsorships or how to donate, visit SummitCitySports.com.
And good evening, everybody, and welcome to tonight's edition of High School Playoff Football here on SummitCitySports.com. I'm Thad Goff, bringing you the broadcast. Jeff Mahoney is on camera tonight. And tonight's game here at Peru High School is between the Concordia Cadets and the Peru Bengal Tigers. Concordia and Peru both come into this game at 6-6 on the season. Of course, both getting through the first couple of rounds of sectionals. Winner moves on to regionals, and that regional matchup will be next week. It will be against either West Lafayette or Indianapolis Bishop Chittard for that regional matchup. Again, the winner moves on to regionals. And, Concordia, they are coming off a 3-game winning streak coming into play today. Ended the regular season with a victory over Northside. They were 3-5 going into that game, coming off a shutout loss to Carroll, but they bounced back from that nicely and won the last 2 playoff games and able to advance farther than they did a year ago when they were beaten by Belmont in the second round of sectional playoffs. And it's been a very productive offense that Concordia has at their disposal, and of course it helps when Brandon Davis is the second leading passer in the SAC. Now, he's a first-year starter. He's a junior, but he's been playing very well and also continues to grow as the season goes on. Amir Drew, he's one of the top rushers in the SACs, rushed for over 1,000 yards. And, speaking of Brandon Davis and the success of the passing game, it helps when you've got several wide receivers to throw the ball to that are all very talented and have been very productive. And that's exactly what Brandon Davis has at his disposal with the likes of Jalen Vanderbosch, Tyler Grossman, and Jaron Kindig. Those guys all have above 400 yards receiving apiece on the season. Vanderbosch, of course, is the leading receiver, and look for him to make an impact on defense as well. We will talk about that a little more as the night goes on. Again, this Peru team that Concordia is going up against is 6-5 on the season. They did lose their last regular season game, but since then they've made it past the first couple of rounds of regionals. In the meantime, let's take a moment to hear from some of the many sponsors that allow us to come out and do the games that we get to do here on SummitCitySports.com. Today's broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports, like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. Kelly Automotive Group is Indiana's #1 automotive group with over 1,000 new vehicles and 500 pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Please visit drivekelly.com. Simple, transparent, and reliable. Acme Bar and Grill is currently located at 1105 East State Boulevard, Fort Wayne, Indiana, 46805. Order your favorite pizza, pasta, salad, and more, all with the click of a button. Acme Bar and Grill accepts orders online for pickup. Give your home the curb appeal it deserves and trust Kurtz Mio to power wash your home. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. The world is waiting for you to make a difference in a way that only you can. Discover your strengths at Indiana Wesleyan University's residential campus in Marion, Indiana. Visit indwes.edu. Tom Steele Tire has been serving the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years. They will help you find the perfect tire for your vehicle, and other auto repair services like brakes, wheel alignments, engine diagnostics, and more. Big-Eyed Fish has been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. Like their Facebook pages for updated promotions, enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at Big-Eyed Fish. El Azteca Mexican Restaurant has been serving food consistently since 1973. Their recipes use only the best fresh ingredients. They are family-owned, and they pride themselves on great quality. For more information, go to elaztecarestaurant.com. That's elaztecarestaurant.com. Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning is dedicated to providing the best possible solution for your home or business. You can count on Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning to provide you with a system and solution that fits your unique needs. Parkview Sports Medicine continues to lead the way in Northeast Indiana. Their specialized sports medicine team offers direct access to physical therapy and sports physicians in the new Parkview Ortho Express Clinic located at the Sport One Parkview
Good evening,
Fieldhouse.
ladies and
No
gentlemen.
referral is
Peru
needed,
High
which
School
saves you
welcomes
both
you
time
to
and money.
Bengal
For more
Memorial
information, visit
Stadium for the Sectional
parkviewsportsmedicine.com. That's
Championship football game between
parkviewsportsmedicine.com.
the Peru Bengal Tigers and the Fort Wayne
Concordia and
Lutheran
Peru set
Cadets.
to do battle in just a
At
matter of
this
moments,
time,
about
could you
10
please
minutes away
rise
from
as the
kickoff.
Peru
We're
High
going to have
School
the
band,
national anthem here
volunteers
to
of the
start
Peru High
things
School
off
band
here on SummitCitySports.com.
performed
We'll
our
keep it right
school
here with
songs.
you
First of
as
all,
we get the
Fort
national
Wayne
anthem.
Concordia Lutheran school song.
Check that. We got the band playing. We'll have the national anthem here in just a matter of moments. In the meantime, we will come back after this quick break. You're watching high school football here on SummitCitySports.com.
The Acme Bar and Grill, where neighbors meet. A Fort Wayne tradition since 1941. We feature nightly dinner specials along with our iconic pizza, wings, and pork tenderloins, and barbecue in our family-friendly atmosphere with a retro flair. Additionally, we offer a full bar with 26 beers on tap from various Midwest breweries. We also have an area perfect for private events such as meetings, reunions, and banquets that holds up to 50 people. The Acme Bar and Grill, located in the heart of East State Village, where neighbors...
Looking for a way to naturally aid in soothing aches, pains, and sore muscles and reduce inflammation from the skin? Want a relief in minutes? Try Alleviate. Contact Hillary Didier for details. You can find her at didier.hillary@gmail.com or call her at 260-312-1599. Keep your skills on point and take advantage of the Always 100 basketball camps. The Holiday Hoops Developmental Camp is for ages pre-K through 8th grade. You'll work on shooting, dribbling, passing, and defense December 24th through January the 2nd on Tuesday and Thursdays. And the Always 100 Pro Camp 2020 takes you to the next level. It's the real college experience for grades 1 through 12. It's June 8th through June 11th at Trine University.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Parkview Sports Medicine's integrated sports medicine team is built to serve the needs of all athletes in all sports. Our team's only goal is to improve athletes in every facet. PSM offers performance training to help athletes get better on the field, dedicated athletic rehabilitation and physical therapy to help them get better off of it, certified athletic trainers in our PSM schools providing daily support to our athletes, and a specialized orthopedic walk-in clinic when injury strikes. Call 260-266-4007 to speak to our care navigators or visit parkviewsportsmedicine.com to learn more about what we can do to improve.
Wishes to
Well,
pay
welcome back,
tribute to the
everyone.
men
This
and
is
women
high school
who have
football
served and
here
are currently
on
serving in branches of our
SummitCitySports.com.
military.
Concordia and
Your
Peru set to
dedication
do
and
battle.
sacrifice to
Right now,
protect
little tribute
and
being
serve
paid
our nation
to veterans
allows these
on this
student
Veterans Day
athletes
weekend.
coaches, parents, and fans the opportunity to enjoy education-based athletics in an environment of freedom and patriotism. On behalf of the 412 member schools of the Indiana High School Athletic Association, we now ask that all of us show our appreciation for those active duty service personnel who are in attendance, and please accept our sincere thanks and recognition for your service to our country. Thank you, veterans. And now at this time, would you please remain standing and join Peru High School math teacher and head cheerleading coach, Miss Kelly Berryman, in the presentation of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare that dawn's bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Miss Kelly Berryman.
And again, on
Thank
this
you, Kelly.
Veterans Day
Beautiful job.
weekend, thank you to all of those who have served in the armed forces. And if you have a family who served in the armed forces, as many of us do, thanks to them included as well. Well, this Peru football team, they came in with Michael Chandler as the leading passer, I beg your pardon. However, he's out for the night. Going to be replaced by number 15, Levi Strong. He'll be the starting quarterback for tonight's game. And as far as the running game is concerned, you do lose a little bit with Chandler not being in the game because he averages 4.9 yards per carry. But Strong, he can carry the ball as well. He's averaged 5.9 yards per carry on the season. Starting running back Dante Majors, now he's also out with an injury. However, still don't lose a whole lot because Braden Masters, he's a sophomore. He's the second leading rusher with 778 yards total on the season. He averages 6 yards per carry, 71 yards per game. So this is a Peru team that could certainly make a whole lot of noise as Concordia starts running out onto the field on the far side of the field. And Concordia, they'll look to shut down this Peru offense. One guy who can certainly help in that area is Jalen Vanderbosch. I mentioned he's the leading wide receiver. He's also a heck of a defensive back as well. So he won't be getting a whole lot of rest tonight, although they may sub him in and out at times. However, he's got 5 interceptions in the last 3 games. One in the most recent game and then 2 in each of the 2 previous games that followed, that preceded this game, at 2 against Northside and 2 against Maconaquah. This Concordia defense, the first game of the season was against Southside, and Southside started out giving them a run for their money, but Concordia was able to shut them out in the second half. Now, in the game against Snyder in Week 3, just a few weeks later, they showed some fight in that game. That was a loss, but they got down by 2 scores, got a touchdown to make it a 1-score game. They had a lot to try to overcome in that one, including a punt return touchdown very early in the game by Alonzo Derrick. They did lose that game, but they showed a lot of fight for a good portion of that game. And they'll need to show a lot of fight here if they want to move on to regionals. Concordia does get farther than they did last year after losing to Belmont in the second round of sectional playoffs. If I'm not mistaken, the Tigers, they were winless a year ago. They've definitely improved off that. 6-5 on the season, 4-5 in the regular season, but they have won, obviously, the first couple of rounds of the postseason. We'll have the coin toss here in just a second. In the meantime, we'll take a quick break and come back for the start of, for the opening kickoff here on SummitCitySports.com.
Developing athletes to be foundationally strong. Healthy and consistent training. Expert staff. Long-term athletic development. Parkview Sports Medicine Performance. Any athlete, any age, any skill level.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
We are back here at Peru High School. Concordia will kick off. They won the toss and then deferred, so it will be Peru getting the ball to start things off. Concordia will get it to start the second half. And again, it'll be Levi Strong starting at quarterback for Peru and Braden Masters starting at running back. Now,
Concordia
Strong is the
will be
backup
kicking
quarterback.
off,
Masters is the
defending
backup
South goal.
running back.
Bengal Tigers
The
receiving,
Tigers are without two of their
defending the
top
North goal.
playmakers.
So here we go, the sectional
For tonight,
27
both out with
championship
injuries. Dante
game
Majors
between the
is the
Peru
starting
Tigers
quarterback. He's out with
and
an
the Fort
injury.
Wayne Concordia Lutheran
And
Cadets.
also starting quarterback Michael Chandler, he's out with an injury. Not a whole lot of players injured for Concordia, just a couple of them. Damari Drew is one player who will not be playing tonight for the Cadets. Been out the last few weeks. Kicking off for Concordia is number 16, Cooper Harris.
16, Cooper Harris.
Meanwhile, Cade Townsend is one of the guys back deep for
Deep Tigers to return are number 2, Cade Townsend, and 29, Dakota Scarlett.
Also back there as well, and we are underway. Fielded near the 14-yard line. That was close to going out of bounds. And a good tackle out there in the open field by the Cadets.
Tiger return by 29, Dakota Scarlett.
Dakota Scarlett on the return
Number 10,
for
Jace Parnan on
Tigers.
the tackle
Jace
for the
Parnan in on the tackle for
First and
Concordia.
10 Tigers from
So for the
their
Tigers, it will
24-yard
be a
line.
first down from the 24-yard line to start things out. See if this Concordia defense can get a stop early on in the game. Again, you got a backup quarterback starting and a backup running back also starting for Peru. As the Cadets start out with 3 down linemen. Back to take the snap is Strong. He bobbles it. It's on the ground. Who's got it?
On the play.
And it looks like Peru got it back.
Recovered by the Tigers.
Early bullet did Peru.
Short loss on the play. Make it second and 11 now for the Bengal Tigers.
First near mistake there as it was just a bobbled snap by Strong.
Ball at the Tiger 23.
It's a good start for the Concordia defense as it puts Peru behind the sticks. They hand it off, ball's out again. Who got it this time? It looks like Peru got it back again, but a good play defensively there. Nick King-Causey very nearly came up with the recovery.
Lost back
that
to
was Zane
the
Ramirez who went in motion there for
17-yard
Peru.
line of the Tigers. This will be third down now for the
It's going to
Tigers.
bring up a third down for the Tigers.
Third and 18 for the Tigers.
Just third and 18, back-to-back fumbles. Concordia's defense hoping to be very beneficial as this game goes on. Snap to Strong. He flings one downfield, and that's up for grabs and intercepted. That's Jalen Vanderbosch. No, check that. Flag comes in at the end of the play.
Also,
that is number 2 for Concordia. That's Cam Vanderbosch.
Cadet brought down at the Tiger
Jalen's brother.
Yard line. There is a
so Jalen, who's gotten so many interceptions this season, but this is going to be a block in the back against Concordia, likely on the return.
That will be after the interception.
So it's still going to be Concordia football. Has 2 fumbles on the early going by Peru, set them behind the sticks.
Moves the ball back to the Tiger.
That ball just flung in the air there on the pass play.
10, Concordia Lutheran Cadets at the Tiger 43-yard line.
And it didn't look like anybody actually contacted Strong. Just came out of his hands awkward. As Davis goes out of the shotgun. They send a man in motion. That's Tyler Grossman. And they'll start off on the ground with Amir Drew, who picks up what appears to be enough for the first down. A good run by Drew. As we take a look at our latest Traction AP replay, here's another look at the interception by Cam Vanderbosch. You see, there's pressure off the right side, but doesn't look like anybody actually hits Levi Strong in the hand. Just pops up in the air, and Cam Vanderbosch was right there waiting for it.
First down for the Cadets.
And that's after back-to-back fumbles that set Peru behind the sticks, and eventually Concordia comes up with the turnover. In motion goes Grossman, and they hand it off to Drew off the right side. Not much this time. Good open field tackle. That's number 36, Chase Seifert, with the tackle for Peru.
Tiger tackler is number 36.
Amir Drew has rushed for over 1,000 yards on the season.
Gain of 3, second and 7.
It's a 3-yard gain.
Second and 7.
As they started out with back-to-back run plays, have the Cadets.
29-yard line.
Very early in the ball game, and you get the sense that they're probably going to look to Amir Drew early and often. They've already looked to him early so far, as Grosham motions to the far side of the field. Davis, his first pass of the game, and that one's almost picked off.
Pass is broken up by the Tigers.
And there on the deflection was number 3, Braden Masters. He's that starting running back for the Tigers who I mentioned earlier. As the ball is set up at the 29-yard line again after Davis's first pass of the game. It's the 4th play of the drive since the takeaway. Concordia is in field goal range. It'll be interesting to see if they go for the field goal. They hand it off here on 3rd down to Drew. He's very close, but looks like he's a yard short. Needed to get to the 22-yard line, and they mark it just inside the 24, so he'll be 2 yards short of the line to gain.
4th down now.
And that'll bring up 4th down for the Cadets.
Just inside.
It's going to be 4th and just less than 2, and looks like they're going for it. Trips to the far side of the field. Option, the toss to Drew. Gets a block and gets a first down. Inside the 15 and still on his feet, but stumbles down to the 5. Going to be 1st and goal as the Cadets move the chains.
From the quarterback, brought down at the Tiger 5-yard line. So 1st and goal for the Cadets.
Well, a good drive so far, especially for Amir Drew. Got a good block there on the outside. You'll see it here on the Traction AP replay. Good pitch there by Drew, a defender right in front of him. Nobody covering. Pitch by Davis, I beg your pardon. Nobody covering Drew. And a good block on that far side of the field to help spring him free. Davis will go under center. He hands it off to Drew, trying to pound his way to the goal line, and he's short.
By 7,
down at the 1 yard line.
Brought down at the Tiger 1 yard line. 2nd and goal for the Cadets.
Going to be 2nd and goal from the 1 yard line. Amir Drew has been an absolute workhorse on this drive. Got 7.5 to go here in the first quarter as Davis again goes under center. Give to Drew again. He's in. Touchdown. Walk-in score for Amir Drew.
Takes it in for the 1 yard touchdown run.
And Concordia has the early 6-0 lead as they cap off the turnover. We'll look at that on our Traction AP replay in just a second as we get the field goal attempt. This is Joe Gutman on for the extra point, I beg your pardon. They get it down, and Gutman puts it through. 7-0, Concordia with the lead.
Kick by the
and we will be back in 30 seconds after this break here on SummitCitySports.com.
Tigers nothing.
Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Come see us in Decatur at the 2733 Auto Mall and shop 7 brands in one location. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent.
7-0 Concordia. They take advantage of the early Peru turnover. Amir Drew with the 1 yard touchdown run. And a drive that encompassed 6 plays. Drew had 5 carries. He gained all the yards on that particular play. It was Cam Vanderbosch's interception that set Concordia up with great field position. And a low kick toward the sideline, fielded on a hop. And a good tackle in the open field.
Returned by the Tigers.
That is number 10, Jace Parnan. Another tackle on special teams for him. As we take a look at our latest Traction AP replay, our replay's, like I said, brought to you by Traction AP. This was the touchdown run by Amir Drew. And you can hardly ask for better blocking than that off the left side. That was just a wide open lane that Drew had to walk through. He's already rushed for over 1,000 yards on the season as a whole. Strong lines up in the gun. 3 down for Concordia. And it's Strong on the keeper, trying to battle his way for extra yardage, but he goes down after just a 2-yard gain. Good pursuit by the Cadets. In on that tackle was Cam Johnson, among several others. I believe Sam Hudson was in on that tackle as well.
Gain of 2, 2nd and 8.
Just a 2-yard gain. And that's the first positive play of the game for the Tigers. They had back-to-back fumbles on their first possession, and then an interception by Cam Vanderbosch on a ball that just floated up in the air. They hand it off straight ahead. That's Masters, and he gets it across the 30 to the 31-yard line. That'll make it a 3rd and 7. So another 3rd and long, but last time Peru had the ball, they had 3rd and 18.
Braden Masters on carry for the Tigers.
I believe that'll go as Masters' first carry of the game.
Matt Gegline,
into the tackle for Concordia.
3rd and 7 for the Tigers from their own 31.
Concordia with 3 down linemen here on 3rd and 7. They send extra pressure. Strong back to throw. A man in his face. 1-on-1 downfield, and it's incomplete. Cam Vanderbosch with the coverage, and I do not see a flag.
Pass is incomplete. Fourth down
Definitely
now
looked
for
like
the
contact.
Tigers.
Maybe not as much as it looked originally. We'll get a chance to take a look here on the Traction AP replay. A little bit of contact, but not a whole lot there.
Kate Townsend back to punt.
And that was Cam Vanderbosch on the coverage as Grossman goes back to return the punt. Get a little pressure, but the punt is away. It's a short one, angled toward the 40-yard line, and it will continue to roll. And it rolls dead inside the 35. So Concordia will have their second offensive possession of the game. Their first was set up
Concordia Lutheran takes over from their own
by the turnover
line.
back in 30 seconds here on SummitCitySports.com. Welcome back. Start of the second possession for Concordia. He waits for the option and then keeps it and lunges ahead and gets across the 35-yard line.
Keeper by the quarterback, Brandon
That's Davis's first carry of the game. He's thrown one pass so far. That was on that second and long on the previous drive. Robinson on the tackle for the Tigers as Davis gets the play call.
From their own 36-yard line.
And Coach Tim Manigal is in his 10th year at Concordia. He won a state championship back in 2016. They matched their regular season record from a year ago, but they advanced further in the postseason this year than they did last year. As Davis throws out in the flat, that's complete to Grossman. Lost his footing a little bit. Going to be short of the first down by a couple of yards, but a good gain there on that second and long.
Number 6, Tyler Grossman.
And it'll make it third down and about
Chase
2.
Chase
Seifert in on the tackle
third
for the Tigers.
For the Cadets from their own 42-yard line. 3rd and 2.
That's Davis's first completion of the game. He's now 1 for 1 in the passing category. Pistol front as Grossman motions. Handoff will go to Drew. He's got the first down. Pounding his way up to midfield, gets across midfield down to the 49-yard line. And on 3rd and short, Amir Drew continues to move the ball extremely well.
Amir Drew for the cadet first down.
And that comes with less than 4 minutes to go here in this first quarter. Amir Drew had the touchdown on the first drive for Concordia.
From the 50-yard line.
Drive where he carried the ball a grand total of 6 times. Cadets ran 7 plays in that drive. They're about to run play number 4 of this drive. Davis back to throw, gets some pressure, gets it away. Dangerous pass, though.
Pass is incomplete.
I believe that was Grossman who was the intended receiver. And that looked like Matt Ross on the coverage. For the Tigers. And now Concordia, obviously they're not behind the sticks, but they've been able to move the ball pretty well on first down and keep themselves from getting behind the sticks. On the last series, it was on a second down play where they got the good gain that allowed them to set up in that 3rd and short. Davis gets a little pressure, flips it out, has a man open. And that's Drew out of the backfield. He's got the first down and more. Amir Drew inside the 25-yard line.
Pass complete to number 7, Amir Drew. Run out of bounds. Levi
and that's just the way you want it.
Tackle for the Tigers.
You get pressure like that, you get an open running back there in the backfield.
24-yard line.
With plenty of running out in front of him.
10 Cadets.
That's exactly what you want. So now Concordia once again moves the ball into Peru territory. Their first drive started in Peru territory. Play clock, meanwhile, is now down to 5. Give to Drew, straight up the middle, good hole. Huge hole inside the 10, still on his feet. He's in, touchdown.
Carry by number 7, Amir
Second
Drew.
touchdown of the game for Amir Drew, and Concordia has a 2-score lead.
Run for the Cadet touchdown.
Another extremely productive drive by the Cadets. As we showed you the Traction AP replay, this was the play again. Drew get excellent blocking, broke that one last tackle, and that was all he needed. Here's Joe Gutman on for the extra point. It's up, and it is good.
Extra point kick by the Cadets. Joe Gutman.
Concordia takes a 14-0 lead back in 30 seconds on Summit City Sports.
Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Come see us in Decatur at the 2733 Auto Mall and shop 7 brands in one location. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent.
Well, we got a quick update for you. Bishop Chittard is leading over West Lafayette 14-0. The winner of that game plays the winner of this game. And right now, Concordia liking the way things look, and they're up 14-0. Amir Drew now with 2 touchdowns. They scored on each of their first 2 possessions. We've got 2:41 left to go here in the first quarter. Cooper Harris to kick it away.
Katie Townsend, Dakota Scarlet, the deepest Tigers.
And it's another short kick, a low-line drive this time. Returnable, still loose and eventually picked up. That's Townsend on the return, trying to get to the outside, and he's going to be bumped out of bounds. Was still in bounds when he was hit. That's Cam Vanderbosch, and he's been all over the field tonight. He had the interception earlier in this game, and he had good coverage on a play, on a third down play that led to an incompletion.
At the Tiger 21-yard line. The winner of this game will play the winner of Chittard and West Lafayette.
2:34 to go here in the first quarter.
The first quarter is Chittard 14 and West Lafayette nothing.
As Levi Strong goes out of the shotgun, empty backfield here for the Tigers. Low snap, it's bobbled. Chittard picks it up, and the pass too high. And he got some pressure there.
2nd and 10 now for the Tigers.
That was Nick King-Causey who got into the backfield to help effect that pass. Good job reading the ball there by King-Causey on that screen play. So far for Concordia's defense, they've forced a turnover and then forced a 3-and-out on the second possession. Bobbled snap again. Does Concordia have this one?
Fumble on the play.
They think they do. Then they do. The officials agree.
Concordia Lutheran.
I believe that's the 3rd drop snap at least by this Tigers offense. Well, Romason St. Louis, the Tigers head coach, is not going to be happy about that no matter what the results are. And we have a timeout, meanwhile, on the field. We'll take it with them here on SummitCitySports.com.
Sports Medicine's integrated sports medicine team is built to serve the needs of all athletes in all sports. Our team's only goal is to improve athletes in every facet. PSM offers performance training to help athletes get better on the field, dedicated athletic rehabilitation and physical therapy to help them get better off of it, certified athletic trainers in our PSM schools providing daily support to our athletes, and a specialized orthopedic walk-in clinic when injury strikes. Call 260-266-4007 to speak to our care navigators or visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com to learn more about what we can do to.
Well, Concordia has come up with 2 turnovers in this game, an interception and then a recovered fumble on a bobbled snap. There have been 3 bobbled snaps by Levi Strong from Peru. Now, some of the snaps have been low. And the last one
Cadets take
was
over
fairly low, but was a
19-yard line.
catchable snap. As Drew goes behind Davis in the pistol. Davis looks to set up the screen. He's got it complete. That's Vanderbosch, breaks a tackle, slips another one inside the 5. He's in. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Cadets.
Right away off the takeaway, Jalen Vanderbosch.
Takes it in from 19 yards out for the Cadet touchdown.
And Concordia takes a 20-0 lead. Vanderbosch with his first catch of the game and the first touchdown pass of the game for Concordia as Gutman comes on to attempt the PAT. They get it down. And Concordia has a 21-0 lead.
Cadets 21.
So immediately the Cadets capitalize off the turnover. We'll show you the replays here just before the kickoff, brought to you, of course, by Traction Athletic Performance. This was the bobbled snap. It's a little bit to the right of Levi Strong, but Concordia able to come up with it. By the way, it was number 60, Isaiah Rusher, who got the recovery, and then more recently, just one play later, Brandon Davis with an easy pitch and catch to Vanderbosch. Wasn't so easy to get into the end zone. That's about 5 tackles that he broke to get there. And Concordia is certainly pleased with the start that they are off to. Won last week's game against Norwell by a score of 17-14. Week before, they knocked off Maconaquah 42-21.
16, Cooper Harris kicking off for the Cadets.
Cooper Harris gets set to send it away.
And Dakota Scarlet, the deepest Tigers.
A good high kick this time, but returnable, fielded at the 14. That's Townsend on the return. Did he lose the football?
Tigers, Dakota Scarlet.
Nope, Dakota Scarlet, I beg your pardon.
35-yard
and he did not
line.
lose the football, got it to the 35.
And Jace Parnan and
Jace Parnan in on the tackle, along with Dontrell Johnson.
On that tackle,
Concordia leading 21-0
10 Tigers
with just 2:11 left to play in this first quarter. You may notice they've got just one offensive lineman to the right of the center. Another option play, and Strong pursued well in the backfield and thrown down by number 25, Sam Hudson.
Loss of 4 on the play.
Well, that'll officially go as
14 now for the Tigers.
The third tackle for loss in this game. Now, the other 2 tackles for loss were largely because of fumbles, but Sam Hudson did a good job getting in the backfield that time. Strong hands it off on the jet sweep. Trying to get to the outside is number 29, Dakota Scarlet. Scarlet, who's listed
number 8, Jalen Vanderbosch,
as both a running back and a defensive back.
Run out of bounds at the Tigers,
and he makes the play there.
Line.
That's going to make it 3rd and 6, maybe 7.
3rd and 6 now for the Tigers.
As the Tigers had their best play from scrimmage so far. They've been stopped behind the line 3 times and also turned it over twice. 3 down for the Cadets. And now whistles blow. Timeout is taken by the Tigers. Now we'll take it with them here on SummitCitySports.com. Concordia with the 21-0 lead over Peru here in this sectional championship game. One thing that head coach Tim Manigal told me, which will come as a surprise to absolutely no one, come into this game, sectional championships do not come easy. Concordia has made it look easy so far, but we still got 3 quarters of football to play. 21-0 right now. The toss to Scarlett, and a wild toss it was. And a good tackle in the backfield. Did the ball come out? I think Concordia got it. We'll see if they get the signal. Yeah, they did. They came out of the pile with the ball, and yes, that's a fumble.
Fumble on the play.
I think that was Cam Vanderbosch who got the recovery. That's the 3rd turnover of the game that Peru has given up.
Cadets take over at the Tigers' 31-yard line.
Davis will go out of the shotgun. It's the 3rd time today that Concordia has started in plus territory. And the handoff goes to Drew, trying to bounce it to the outside. Breaks a tackle. Tough, hard run. Going to get close to the first down. He's got it. Sure looks like he does.
Tiger tackler.
Now they're going to say he's short
Chase Seifert
by about a yard, maybe just half a yard, but either way, a good gain there on first down as we are inside the final minute of play here in the first quarter. So Concordia will only have to run one more play, barring an incompletion or a play that goes out of bounds. Right now the game clock's at 28, the play clock's at 5, now 4. Snap to Davis, he looks to throw, has protection. Now he'll lob it toward the end zone. He's got a man there, and that ball is caught for a touchdown by Tyler Grossman.
In the end zone. Touchdown, Cadets.
2 plays, and that was all it took. Tyler Grossman grabs the 2nd touchdown pass of Brandon Davis's night. Goopman on for the PAT. They get it down, and Concordia has a 28-0 lead. Well, the turnovers by Peru certainly playing a role in this, and our replays, of course, brought to you by Traction AP. This was the turnover that led to the touchdown. That was, I believe, Jalen Vanderbosch who tackled him in the end, stripped the ball out.
28, and the Tigers nothing.
And I think it was Cam Vanderbosch. Nope, that's number 42, not number 2. Brock Allman who got the recovery for Concordia. And then 2 plays later, 2nd and 1, Davis had the green space in front of him, but instead of get the first down, he gets the touchdown. Tyler Grossman there on the receiving end, and he was well covered too. A heck of a job by Grossman to go up and get that thing. Grossman, who stands at 6'1".
Cade Townsend and
that's Cade Townsend and Dakota Scarlett way back to return the kickoff.
Right in front of him.
Low line drive kick, fielded at the 16-yard line. Out across the 30 by Scarlett.
Number 55, Wyatt Cheesebro.
Wyatt Cheesebro in on the tackle for the Cadets. 11.8 seconds left to go here in the first quarter, so one more play you would think by Peru, again barring an incompletion. Concordia has had a couple of high-scoring games this season. They put up 42 points against Southside in the opener. Put up 33 against Northrop, a game that went into overtime. The toss to the near side, and that's Masters. He gets out of bounds.
Knocked out of bounds by number 17, Luke Speckard.
Looked like he got a couple of yards. Luke Speckard with the tackle. Clock stops on the play out of bounds. 7.5 to go in the quarter.
Gain of 2. 2nd and 8 from the Tiger 32.
Call it a 2-yard gain. And again, not many. Peru has had a lot of trouble winning on 1st and 2nd down. Now, for Concordia's defense, that's exactly what they want. Now, some of it has been the mishandled snaps and the turnovers. They go straight ahead, and keeping it is Strong. Breaks a tackle. Still on his feet. Good, tough run by Strong. And that's how you win on 2nd down. He gets out to the 39-yard line. That'll be the final play of the first quarter.
Brought down at the
so with that, we will take a break and come back for the start of the second quarter. 28-0 Concordia on SummitCitySports.com.
Concordia Lutheran Cadets 20.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
We are back here on SummitCitySports.com. Concordia leads at 28-0 as we are about to start the second quarter. Concordia has started 3 drives in opponent territory so far in this game. They've had the ball 4 times total. And that's largely because of the 3 times that Peru has turned the ball over. Quick score update for you. In quarter number 2, Bishop Dwenger leads Northrop by a score of 7-0. Bishop Dwenger and Northrop played a very close game in the regular season. Dwenger won that one 9-7. And Northrop has been a much improved team. Meanwhile, this is going to be 3rd down and 1 for the Peru Tigers. 28-0. Concordia leads it. They've not given up a first down yet in this game. They fake the handoff. Strong pursued in the backfield. Down he goes. He's well stopped. Nick King-Causey finished it off.
Drop for a loss back to
and that's going to make it 4th and long all the way back at the 25.
Make that the 33-yard line. So loss of 6 on the play. 4th down for the Tigers.
Again, Concordia has not given up a first down all night long, and they're going to say that that was a loss of 6 with forward progress stopped back at the 20 or the 33-yard line. It's Tyler Grossman back to return as a timeout is called by the Tigers. We'll keep it right here, and we will in just a moment show you our latest replay brought to you by Traction Athletic Performance. This was one of a couple tackles for loss that the Cadets have been able to come up with. You see all the way there, Strong looking to keep it straight ahead, but he's pursued well. Nick King-Causey in on that tackle, along with number 66, Logan Narwhal-Settle. And the Cadets once again force a 3-and-out. They have yet to allow Peru to get a first down. Peru's turned it over 3 times in the game.
Cade Townsend back to a punt.
Had a couple of bobbled snaps, most of which did not result in turnovers. However, those did set the Tigers behind the sticks. Angled punt toward the sideline. It will bounce inside the 30, all the way down to the 25. Tyler Grossman just letting it go.
The punt is down at the Cadets.
You turn a punt like that and you run the risk of turning the ball over.
So Cadets take over 1st and 10 from their own 24.
Well, Amir Drew has been a huge workhorse on the ground for Concordia, and even though now the last scoring drive resulted in a Brandon Davis touchdown, and he's played very well tonight. I believe he's 3 for 5 as far as his passing is concerned. He's thrown 2 touchdown passes. Drew has done a great job keeping his team from getting behind the sticks. Concordia has not been behind the sticks once tonight. Now, first down incompletion did force them into 2nd and 10, but they have not been behind the sticks. It's been a very effective ball game played by this Concordia team as Grossman motions back to the far side, and it will be Drew on the ground again. And a good gain there on first down. He gets about 6 on the carry up to the 30-yard line.
By Amir Drew for the Cadets.
Again, winning on first and
Tiger
second down.
Number 64,
That's
Jack
an emphasis of a lot of teams, no matter where you play.
2nd and 5 for the Cadets.
I mean, a lot of times people will focus on winning on third down, getting stops on third down, converting on third down, but if you can win on first and second down, you either limit those third down attempts or those third down attempts become very manageable. About 10.5 minutes to go in this second quarter. Concordia has dominated all the way through. First Peru drive started with back-to-back fumbles and an interception as Drew carries straight ahead, breaks a couple of tackles, and he's got daylight. Into Peru territory, gets a block, and he may be gone. Down the sideline, touchdown.
Touchdown, Cadets.
Amir Drew from 70 yards out.
70-yard carry for number 7, Amir Drew, for the Cadet touchdown.
Well, look at the traction AP replay. Once he broke free about the 35-yard line, it was a house call.
Joe Gutman to attempt the extra point.
Gutman on for the PAT with 10:09 to go. They get it down, and the kick is good.
And extra point is good. Cadets 35.
A two-play
Tigers
drive,
nothing.
much like the last Tiger scoring drive. They lead at 35-0. Back after this on SummitCitySports.com.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Back here at Peru High School, it is all Cadets, 35-0. They lead Peru. Amir Drew has 3 rushing touchdowns, the most recent from 70 yards out. And a pretty good crowd for a game that's about an hour and a half away from the Concordia High School campus, as you see a number of Cadets fans over there in the visitor section.
Cooper Harris kicking off for the Cadets.
About an hour and 15-minute drive from Fort Wayne to here, at least depending on what part of Fort Wayne you might live in. This one's fielded at the 16-yard line.
Return by the
Turn out to the
Tigers, number
24.
2,
That was
Townsend.
Cade Townsend on the return. Tackle made by number 9 for Concordia, Xavier Sheehan.
1st and 10 Tigers.
Again, the Cadets
from their
have
own
not given
25-yard
up
line.
a single first down in this game. Still 7-0 shows as the score of the Northrop versus Dwenger game. They are in the second quarter. When we last heard, Bishop Chittard was ahead of West Lafayette. The winner of that game will play the winner of this game. Oh, a mix-up there. But Strong gets it to the outside, and he'll get a positive gain. So when all said and done, it's a gain of 4 yards when it looked like it was going to be a loss and possibly a turnover. Vanderbosch made the tackle.
Gain of 4 on the play. 2nd and 6 for the Tigers.
So far, the best play from scrimmage, I believe, has gone for 7 yards for Peru. Other than that, it's been multiple negative plays. Also, 3 turnovers committed by this Peru team. It all started with an interception. Check that, it all started with back-to-back bobbled snaps. And then the third play of said drive was an interception. Oh, nice catch.
Pass is complete.
Good for a first down to number 10, Matt Ross. That's the first down of the game for Peru.
Matt Ross. 1st and 10 Tigers.
Down to the 35-yard line.
Tiger 37-yard line.
Check that, the 37-yard line. As we are coming up on 9 minutes to play here in the second quarter, Concordia very comfortably ahead. They've had the ball 5 times. And as you can guess by the score, they've scored 5 times. Strong looks to throw, rolling to his left, gets some pressure, and did he lose the ball? Nope, but he did get sacked. Several guys in on that sack for the Cadets, including Isaiah Rusher.
Back to the Tiger 25-yard line.
Rusher getting a little bit of help as well from Narwhal Settle. And on that play, the Tigers will have to settle for a 12-yard loss.
Will make it now 2nd and 22 for the Tigers.
2nd and 22 after the big loss. Clock is running as we approach 8 minutes to go. Only 1 first down picked up by Peru. That was on this drive. And this is going to be a delay of game.
Delay of game penalty against the Tigers. Moves the ball back to the Tiger 20.
So they'll continue to go back on this possession, back to the 20-yard line. Well, after you get something positive, pick up a first down. A negative play and a penalty is absolutely not what you want to have happen. Trips to the left side of the field. Low snap. And that one's bobbled and incomplete. Right off the hands
3rd down now
of number 3, Braden Masters. And that will make it 3rd down and 27. And despite the fact that Peru was able to pick up the first down on this play for the first time in this game, Concordia still has a chance to get the stop. Now, 3rd and 27, it's never a guaranteed stop. Seen a number of times where teams have converted on 3rd and long. They hand it off. That's to Masters, and he's dropped. Very short gain up to about the 21-yard line. Hudson in on the tackle along with number 40.
Ball now at the Tiger 21.
That's Matt Gegline.
4th down for the Tigers.
So again, Concordia's defense able to make the stop as Grossman waits back to return the punt.
Cade Townsend back to punt for the Tigers. And Tyler Grossman
Cade Townsend
deep for the
away.
Cadets.
And a flag comes flying in. Looked like a couple of Concordia players may have jumped off sides, and looks like that's going to be the call. Officials were pointing to Concordia, and we just got word that it is offsides. Now that's on 1st and 21, so still a punt coming for Peru. As Grossman waits back now at his own 34-yard line. Angled punt. It will take a Peru bounce, and Grossman backs away from it. It will be downed at the 30.
Punt is down.
That could have rolled a couple extra yards, but it was down by Peru either way. And Concordia will take over. Back after this on SummitCitySports.com.
Your home the curb appeal it deserves. And trust Kurt's Mio to power wash your home. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com. Request your virtual quote and use the code SummitCity for 15% off all power washing services today.
Welcome back, 35-0 Concordia with the lead. 6:57 to go. They'll start out with the screen to Grossman on the near side. Grossman finds some room, and he gets out of bounds across the 40. And check that, that's actually Jaden Parnan.
Parnan knocked out of bounds.
That's Parnan's first catch of the game.
47-yard line.
If I'm not mistaken, just 6 passes thrown by Brandon Davis. He'd thrown the first couple of passes in the direction of Tyler Grossman, Jalen Vanderbosch, and even threw one to Amir Drew on a screen pass. So that's the first time we've seen Jaden Parnan's name called tonight. Or heard his name called, I beg your pardon. but it is a first down for Concordia as they move it even closer to midfield. 4 down for the Tigers. Handoff straight ahead to Drew. And he is very close to the first down. Gain of 9 on that play. And again, Concordia getting good yardage on first and second down. That time on first down, a gain of 9 by Amir Drew. And with the score the way it is right now, you wonder if we'll see many of these starters still in the game in the third quarter.
Second down and a long one for the Cadets.
May very well be that they stay in for the third quarter, but the score is still anywhere similar to what it is right now. Perhaps they come out for the fourth. We'll wait and see. Davis looks to throw, gets a block rather from Drew, but maybe not enough. He goes down back at the 47-yard line.
And Davis is dropped for a loss by the Tigers.
Sam Mikowski was in on that tackle, along with number 64, Jack Buckley. And that's the first negative play of the game that's been forced by this Peru defense.
All in on that sack for the Tigers.
It's going to make it third down and 4
for the Cadets. Ball now at the Tiger 47-yard line.
They'll empty the backfield. Check that, there's Drew in the backfield, so pistol set. They go with the option. Drew gets the toss, gets some blocking, and gets the first down across the 40-yard line, out of bounds, short of the 30.
Bounds by the Tigers, Braden Masters.
Another good carry there by Drew.
Out of bounds at the Tiger 28-yard line.
And they'll mark it at the 28-yard line. Well, that's a nice way to bounce back from your first negative play from scrimmage. Concordia did have a fourth down conversion back in the first half. Back in the first quarter, I beg your pardon. We're still in the first half. Clock is stopped at 5:14 to go in this quarter. Davis looks to set up the screen, and that's Kindig with the reception, his first catch of the game. He gets down to about the 23, maybe the 22. Jack Buckley makes the tackle for Peru.
Jack Buckley on the tackle for the Tigers.
Another example of the Cadets able to win on first down.
Tiger 23-yard line. 2nd and 5 for the Cadets.
See if they can also win on second down here. This will be 2nd down and 4 as it's marked. Operating from the pistol, Davis looks to throw. Has time, now gets some pressure, can't find anybody. Throws it back against the green. The pass is caught, but I think that's going to be short of the first down. It was Vanderbosch who made the catch. And yeah, it looks like he's a yard short. Matt Ross made the tackle. Vanderbosch did reverse his field a little bit there.
Spot is closer to the 19-yard line, so 3rd and a yard.
That's going to make it 3rd and 1 for Concordia. Less than 4 minutes to go. The positive here for Concordia is the clock is still moving. Handoff goes to Drew. He's got the first down and more inside the 5. Touchdown!
Drew takes it in for the Cadet touchdown.
Peru seems to have no answer for him. And make it 41-0 in Concordia's favor as they get ready to set up for the PAT. Joe Gutman on for the extra point. They get it down, and the kick is good. Make it 42-0 in Concordia's favor.
Gutman for the Cadets is good.
Well, we will go ahead and show you the replay of the last play on a replay brought to you by Traction AP. There's a good hole straight up the middle, and from there, Drew just had to bust through a couple of tackles, and he's got 4 touchdowns in this game. And Concordia with a 42-0 lead, which could certainly play a factor with 3:39 left to go in this second quarter, I beg your pardon. Talk more about that a little bit later, but what a heck of a game Concordia has played, getting good gains on first down and second down for a majority of this game. They've been winning the battles on first and second down, and defensively they've been winning the battles on first and second down. Of course, it always helps when your opponent has multiple loose snaps. And again, credit to the Concordia fans for coming all the way out here. It's about an hour and 15-minute drive here to Peru. And it's a chilly one tonight. We're supposed to get a low of, if I'm not mistaken, 24 degrees. It'd be the coldest night probably since March, if I'm not mistaken.
Number 7, Zane Ramirez.
I was at Carroll High School for a baseball game in the spring, and it was a very chilly night that night. Angled kickoff toward the sideline. Will that go out of bounds? It will. Well,
goes out of
that's
bounds.
one of the few miscues that Concordia has had tonight. They haven't had very many of them. So that'll set up the ball at the 35-yard line. And yes, they will set up the ball at the 35.
Out of bounds against the Cadets, so Tigers ball.
That comes with 3:39 to play in this first half. Concordia well in control, 42-0. They lead it. Now Levi Strong, he is the backup quarterback, with Michael Chandler being out for this game due to injury. Low snap, they hand it off, and a good tackle in the backfield. Number 42 for the Cadets, Brock Allman.
Carried by the Tigers, number 7, Zane Ramirez.
Zane Ramirez on the carry there, and Allman able to run him down.
Allman.
So we look at our Traction AP replay. Yeah, Allman just got in the backfield about as quick as possible. He was almost unblocked. I think he was unblocked. That's Masters going in motion. Strong rolls to his right, looks to throw, does so on the run. One-on-one matchup, and it is incomplete. Another great defensive play by Cam Vanderbosch.
Third down now for the Tigers.
This was the replay that happened just a minute ago. That's the tackle for loss by Allman. A good tackle for loss it was, but again, Cam Vanderbosch has had a heck of a night defensively. Covered the receivers extremely well, rather. Also has an interception in this game. And that time he was all over the intended receiver. Not in the sense of contact. There was no contact on the last play. And is that going to be? Yes, that's going to be another delay of game.
Penalty on the play. Delay
so that will back the Tigers up 5 more yards.
Penalty. Move it back to the
third and
Tiger
18.
27-yard line. Still third down.
And the winner of this game moves on to take on the winner of West Lafayette versus Bishop Chatard in regionals. Snap to Strong. Gets a block off the left side, but not enough of one. He got cut down right away.
Quarterback Levi Strong.
By Cam Johnson.
Cam Johnson on the tackle for the Cadets. Fourth down.
That was a low hit there by Johnson. But a good stop for Concordia. It forces a punt by the Tigers. Very high punt, very short punt as well. And it will bounce to the right. And Concordia again will have excellent field position to start this drive as we take a look at our most replay brought to you by Traction Athletic Performance. Well, it looked like he had the block there, but Cam Johnson comes in and lays the wood on Levi Strong. As these Concordia defenders continue to do their jobs well on the defensive side of the football. So Concordia will start this drive from their own 36-yard line. 2:04 to go in the second quarter. Looked like a mix-up there on the handoff, but still a good gain for Drew. He gets the first down and more. Drew down the sideline, pushed out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
Out of bounds by Levi Strong.
Levi Strong forced him out of bounds. And Concordia continues to win the battle on first down, that time getting a first down on the first down run.
6-yard line.
Already a 42-0 lead for Concordia. They scored 28 points in the first quarter. Trying to add to the 14 they've scored here in the second, and Drew with a good surge.
Carry by Drew.
I'm going to call that a gain of 6. I thought he got an extra yard, but that's just me.
Tiger tackler number 73.
Minute and 40 seconds left to play here in the second quarter.
Gain of 4, 2nd and 6 for the Cadets.
As Concordia very content to let the clock milk down. Got a minute 20 left on the clock. They look to set up the screen, and that's complete. No, I think it hit the ground.
Pass is incomplete.
It was intended for Jalen Vanderbosch. Now we'll get another look at it here on our Traction AP replay. Check that. They're saying that Vanderbosch's knee was down when he caught the ball. So 3rd and 6 as Davis waits to take the snap. Throws to the sideline. Wide open man. That's complete to Kindig, and he's down to about the 15-yard line.
To number 4, Jaron Kindig.
Concordia has so far failed on only 1 third down in this game.
For the Tigers.
And Kindig moves it down to the 14-yard line in Peru territory.
14-yard line.
Inside a minute to go. Concordia would certainly love to get another touchdown, widen their lead before halftime. And they hand it off to Drew, but he runs into a couple of defenders.
Carry by Amir
They're well
Drew.
in field goal range at this point, so right now the clock will continue to milk down. There's about a probably 9/10 of a second differential between the game clock and the play clock. That play went for no gain. So we'll see if Concordia does snap the ball to run another play. They line up to run a play with 15 seconds left on the clock. Now they snap it with about 9 on the clock. Throw the slant complete. Touchdown, Jaron Kindig.
Pass is complete.
There's the 3rd touchdown pass of the game for Brandon Davis, with Kindig on the receiving end. And the Cadets take a 48-0 lead. Joe Gutman on for the PAT. And angled a little bit, but it's good.
Extra point kick by Joe Gutman for the Cadets is good.
And it makes it a 49-0 lead for Concordia. Just 4.5 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. It looks as though it's still a 7-0 lead for Dwenger over Northrop. And last we heard it was... Actually, we have an update on that. 15-0, Dwenger leads over Northrop. 15-0, not 7-0. Last we heard, Bishop Chittard had the lead over West Lafayette. The winner of that game plays the winner of this game. 49-0 with 4.5 left to play in the first half.
Cooper Harris kicking off.
Cooper Harris to kick it away for Concordia.
Levi Strong
is back to return along with Zane Ramirez. And an angled kick to the sideline again. That will be fielded inside the 10-yard line. And he's going to be stopped back at the 15-yard line, but the clock runs out.
Tackle is made, and that's the end of the first
And we are at halftime here at Peru.
Sectional
49-0. The Concordia Cadets
Fort Wayne Concordia
have broken it open here on the road.
Cadets 49, Peru Tigers nothing.
Well, the second half is going to be a running clock with Concordia up 35-0. That would only change if Peru were to get it to less than 35 points. And a new rule in the state of Indiana is with a 35-point lead or more at halftime, the second half goes into a running clock, and that's exactly what perhaps will happen
Once again,
when the second half begins. And again, Concordia gets the ball to start the second half, so they'll have a chance to add their lead, and we'll get a chance to see whether they bring out the starters
14.
in the second half. So in the meantime, we will come back after this break. We're at halftime here at Peru High School. 49-0 Concordia on SummitCitySports.com.
Sports Medicine's integrated sports medicine team is built to serve the needs of all athletes in all sports. Our team's only goal is to improve athletes in every facet. PSM offers performance training to help athletes get better on the field, dedicated athletic rehabilitation and physical therapy to help them get better off of it, certified athletic trainers in our PSM schools providing daily support to our athletes, and a specialized orthopedic walk-in clinic when injury strikes. Call 260-266-4007 to speak to our care navigators or visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com to learn more about what we can do to improve athletes at all levels.
The Acme Bar and Grill, where neighbors meet. A Fort Wayne tradition since 1941. We feature nightly dinner specials along with our iconic pizza, wings, and pork tenderloins, and barbecue in our family-friendly atmosphere with a retro flair. Additionally, we offer a full bar with 26 beers on tap from various Midwest breweries. We also have an area perfect for private events such as meetings, reunions, and banquets that holds up to 50 people. The Acme Bar and Grill, located in the heart of East State Village, where neighbors...
Give your home the curb appeal it deserves and trust Kurt's Mio to power wash your home. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com. Request your virtual quote and use the code SummitCity for 15% off all power washing services today. That's kurtzmio.com, supporting the youth of Fort Wayne. Looking for a way to naturally aid in soothing aches, pains, and sore muscles and reduce inflammation from the skin? Want a relief in minutes? Try Alleviate. Contact Hillary Didier for details. You can find her at didier.hillary@gmail.com or call her at 260-312-1599.
The Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable, simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Come see us in Decatur at the 2733 Auto Mall and shop 7 brands in one location. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express walk-in clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Parkview Ortho Express, located at the Sport 1 Parkview Fieldhouse, gives you access to quick care and orthopedic physicians when you need it most. Get x-rays, treatment, and referrals to Parkview Care, all in the convenience of a walk-in clinic. Parkview Ortho Express is open Monday through Thursday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturday, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Call 260-266-4007 for more information. Developing athletes to be foundationally strong. Healthy and consistent training. Expert staff. Long-term athletic development. Parkview Sports Medicine Performance. Any athlete, any age, any skill level.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Thank you for supporting Summit City Sports. For the last several years, we've provided the Fort Wayne community and beyond with coverage of a variety of sports, thanks to our title sponsorship from Parkview Sports Medicine. Since we began in 2015, our annual budget has covered the cost of videographers and commentators to over 300 plus games each year. New equipment and maintenance of that equipment, along with increased broadcast rights fees from the IHSAA. This season, we're reaching out to friends, families, and local businesses for additional sponsorships and donations. You can help us grow and get coverage to your favorite team or sport. A Summit City Sports sponsorship or donation will help make that happen. We have the goal of bringing fans live stream games of every SAC game we cover. With the additional funds, we'd invest in mobile internet devices, allowing us to bring our supporters every SAC conference football and boys and girls basketball games live, as well as more coverage for sports like cross country, tennis, golf, swimming, wrestling, track and field, baseball, and softball. For more information on sponsorships or how to donate, visit SummitCitySports.com.
Well, we are at halftime here at Peru High School, and it has been all Concordia. They lead it 49-0 here at halftime. Winner moves on to regionals. The winner of this game will face the winner of Bishop Chittard versus West Lafayette. When we last heard, Chittard had the lead in that particular game. And right now it's Concordia who has the lead 49-0, and we are looking at a running clock situation in the second half. New rule in the state of Indiana is when a margin gets to 35 points or more at halftime, the second half goes into a running clock. Anyway, a quick word here from our sponsors at Parkview Sports Medicine. At Parkview Sports Medicine, it's game on. Parkview serves every level of athlete with their integrated sports medicine team, including the region's only specialized athletic rehab facility. Learn more about their services by logging on to parkviewsportsmedicine.com. Well, the way the game started was back-to-back fumbles on the snap by Peru. Quarterback Levi Strong was unable to handle those snaps, and That set them behind the sticks, and the third play from scrimmage from Peru was an interception pulled in by Cam Vanderbosch. His brother Jalen Vanderbosch had a heck of a last couple of games, 5 interceptions in the last 3 games. In fact, we'll show you that replay, brought to you by Traction AP. This was the third play from scrimmage, and Levi Strong just had the pass kind of slip out of his hands, it looked like, and Vanderbosch just had to camp under it, wait for that ball to come down, and it finally did, right into his hands. And it didn't take long before Concordia was able to punch things in for 6. Amir Drew was able to score the touchdown, one of 4 touchdowns that he has scored in this particular game. Also, Brandon Davis has thrown 3 touchdown passes as well. He hasn't needed to throw a whole lot tonight with the work that Amir Drew has done on the ground, but because of the work that Amir Drew has done on the ground, it's not always a bad thing when you don't have to throw a whole lot, even though every quarterback likes to drop back and throw the football, no matter what kind of offense you play in. And, of course, Brandon Davis has done a great job throughout the season throwing the football. He is the second leading passer in the SAC. Of course, the first leading passer in the SAC is Homestead's Luke Goody. He and the Spartans are in a matchup tonight with the Carroll Chargers. In the meantime, we'll be back in just a moment. First, let's get another word in from our sponsors at Parkview Sports Medicine. Parkview Sports Medicine is the area's largest integrated sports medicine team. They specialize in serving every level of athlete, no matter if they're trying to get better at what they do or recovering from an injury. The experts at Parkview coordinate your care in state-of-the-art facilities in the community. To start your journey, visit them at parkviewsportsmedicine.com. That's parkviewsportsmedicine.com. 49-0 in favor of Concordia. Got about another 6 minutes before halftime is over. Of course, after that clock runs out, they'll add another 3 minutes on to allow the players to get a little extra warm-up before the second half begins. In the meantime, we will come back after this quick break. You're watching high school football here on SummitCitySports.com.
Thank you for supporting Summit City Sports. For the last several years, we've provided the Fort Wayne community and beyond with coverage of a variety of sports, thanks to our title sponsorship from Parkview Sports Medicine. Since we began in 2015, our annual budget has covered the cost of videographers and commentators to over 300 plus games each year, new equipment and maintenance of that equipment, along with increased broadcast rights fees from the IHSAA. This season, we're reaching out to friends, families, and local businesses for additional sponsorships and donations. You can help us grow and get coverage to your favorite team or sport. A Summit City Sports sponsorship or donation will help make that happen. We have the goal of bringing fans live stream games of every SAC game we cover. With the additional funds, we'd invest in mobile internet devices, allowing us to bring our supporters every SAC conference football and boys and girls basketball games live, as well as more coverage for sports like cross country, tennis, golf, swimming, wrestling, track and field, baseball, and softball. For more information on sponsorships or how to donate, visit SummitCitySports.com.
Welcome back to Peru High School. Concordia leads at 49-0 over Peru. Good time to mention that tomorrow here on Summit City Sports, we've got high school girls basketball for you. That's right, it's that time of year. High school girls basketball starting this weekend. I believe there's some games going on tonight. Tomorrow, a couple of games that we'll have going on for you will be Carmel versus Homestead. That's set to tip off at about 1 o'clock. Tim Atkinson will have the call for that game. I will be at Southside as the Archers get set to take on Cathedral. The Archers, of course, led by longtime head coach Juanita Goodwell. The Spartans also led by a longtime head coach Rod Parker. If I'm not mistaken, Rod Parker was an assistant coach under boys head coach Chris Johnson. Well, one thing that Concordia has done a good job of in this game is winning the battles on first and second down. You know, it's good to have good third down efficiency, but they've moved the ball well on first and second down, kept themselves from getting into a whole lot of third and longs. Now, there was one fourth and one that Concordia got themselves into, but they converted that. I believe that's the only time they've had to go for it on fourth down tonight, but they got it. Amir Drew picking up that particular first down and moving the sticks. Other than that, Concordia has moved the ball very well on first and second down. Their defense has done the job on first and second down. Now, it helps when the opposing quarterback has trouble with the snaps constantly, but the defenders are doing a good job. They're staying in their lanes. They're running up to the ball carrier, making plays. They're not getting out of position, not allowing the ball carriers to get big gains on first and second down. So that's going to be something that, as Concordia looks at film in the days to come, something that they're going to be very proud of. Winner of this game, again, moves on to play the winner of Bishop Chatard versus West Lafayette. Last we heard, Bishop Chatard had the lead in that game. So if they were to win, if that score and this score were to hold up, it would be Concordia versus Chatard for regionals next week. One more word from our sponsors at Parkview Sports Medicine. At Parkview Sports Medicine, it is game on. Parkview is the region's largest integrated sports medicine team. They provide athletes specialized services from improving their performance to recovering from injuries. To learn more, go to parkviewsportsmedicine.com. That's parkviewsportsmedicine.com. About a minute to go before the teams get started for their final warm-ups before the second half is ready to begin. In the meantime, it is 49-0. Concordia is back out onto the field. Peru will be back out on the field shortly, and we'll take a quick break and come back for the start of the second half. You're watching high school football here on SummitCitySports.com.
The Acme Bar and Grill, where neighbors meet. A Fort Wayne tradition since 1941. We feature nightly dinner specials along with our iconic pizza, wings, and pork tenderloins, and barbecue in our family-friendly atmosphere with a retro flair. Additionally, we offer a full bar with 26 beers on tap from various Midwest breweries. We also have an area perfect for private events such as meetings, reunions, and banquets that holds up to 50 people. The Acme Bar and Grill, located in the heart of East State Village, where neighbors...
Looking for a way to naturally aid in soothing aches, pains, and sore muscles and reduce inflammation from the skin? Want a relief in minutes? Try Alleviate. Contact Hillary Didier for details. You can find her at didier.hillary@gmail.com or call her at 260-312-1599. Keep your skills on point and take advantage of the Always 100 basketball camps. The Holiday Hoops Developmental Camp is for ages pre-K through 8th grade. You'll work on shooting, dribbling, passing, and defense December 24th through January the 2nd on Tuesday and Thursdays. And the Always 100 Pro Camp 2020 takes you to the next level. It's the real college experience for grades 1 through 12. It's June 8th through June 11th at Trine University.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Parkview Sports Medicine's integrated sports medicine team is built to serve the needs of all athletes in all sports. Our team's only goal is to improve athletes in every facet. PSM offers performance training to help athletes get better on the field, dedicated athletic rehabilitation and physical therapy to help them get better off of it, certified athletic trainers in our PSM schools providing daily support to our athletes, and a specialized orthopedic walk-in clinic when injury strikes. Call 260-266-4007 to speak to our care navigators or visit parkviewsportsmedicine.com to learn more about what we can do to improve.
Just about to start the second half here at Peru High School. Concordia leads it by a score of 49-0. Concordia will get the ball to start the second half. Remember, they won the toss and deferred to the second half. And, of course, the game started with that turnover, a turnover followed by back-to-back fumbles recovered by Peru. Peru had fumbled the snap, by the way. They recovered their own fumble, but on the third play from scrimmage, Cam Vanderbosch picked off the pass. And, Cam Vanderbosch has done a heck of a job playing corner in man-to-man coverage tonight against these receivers. He has not allowed them to get open, made a couple of plays on the ball. And, usually if a cornerback's name isn't being called throughout, not necessarily usually, but sometimes if a cornerback's name isn't being called through the entire ball game, that's a good thing. And when his name has been called, it's been because he's made a play on the ball. If your name's not being called, it means the ball's probably not being thrown your way. And if the ball's not being thrown your way, then the guy that you're covering isn't getting open. And that's been the case tonight with Cam Vanderbosch. His brother Jalen Vanderbosch had 5 picks in the last 3 games as a whole coming into tonight. And of course, Jalen Vanderbosch has a touchdown catch today as well. Brandon Davis hasn't had to throw the ball very frequently, largely because of the success that Amir Drew has had running with the football. And you're going to have games like that when you've got a great running back as well as a great quarterback, and you're going to have games where it's the other way around, where you lean more on the passing game and use the running game in certain situations. Saw a lot of that back when Peyton Manning was playing with the Indianapolis Colts. Now, obviously, there were those years where they had Edger and James, and, of course, Joseph Adai's first year in Indy, drafted out of LSU. As we are just about to start the second half, what will be interesting to see will be if Concordia brings out the starters here in the third quarter. And what might happen, this is, we'll have to wait and see if this is the case, but what might happen is they may play the first series or 2 and then come out. Or they might play the entire third quarter and then rest in the fourth. That's Cam Johnson and Tyler Grossman back to return the kickoff for the Cadets.
Zach Johnson to kick off for the Tigers.
Zach Johnson, meanwhile, to boot it away for Peru.
Tyler Grossman and Cam Johnson.
And the second half is underway. Johnson fields it from the 7-yard line. Gets an angle, gets it out across the 30, down the sideline. Big return. A flag is down on the play. Cam Johnson headed for the end zone, but this may be coming back. We shall see. The flag was thrown at about the 27-yard line. So we'll see if this stands. Officials are discussing, and now we'll get the announcement from the referee. And yes, it is a block in the back.
The Cadets nullifies the touchdown.
As we look at the Traction AP replay, we'll see where the block might have taken place. Looks like there's a couple of places where it might have taken place. But anyway, that's a big return that comes back, as Cam Johnson thought he had a kickoff return for a touchdown. Heck of a return it was. Now the good news for the Cadets is the clock is running on this play, so with a 49-0 lead in the second half, obviously you're going to have the running clock situation.
The ball back to their 17-yard line.
The ball goes back to the 17-yard line.
1st and 10 from their own 17.
Poor field position has not been an issue for much of this night for Concordia. They have won the field position battle really throughout. And that's Jackson Valentine in at quarterback, so it looks like Brandon Davis's night is done. He and Davis battled for the starting job in the regular season, and of course, it was Davis who won out. And you'll have some quarterback competition when a great quarterback like Jake Bird graduates. As Valentine operates from the shotgun, and whistles will blow this thing dead.
Penalty flag.
Well, very few penalties have been called against Concordia, but this time they're going to call delay of game. And in the last 2 plays, I believe those are the only penalties that Concordia has committed. They had not committed a single penalty until that opening kickoff.
5-yard penalty
I
moves
mean, you
it
take a
back to
good,
the
clean,
Cadet
penalty-free
12-yard
football
line.
game anytime. It won't be penalty-free when this night's all said and done for Concordia. Now about 2.5 minutes have elapsed off the clock, and Concordia has not yet run a play from scrimmage. Valentine operating from the shotgun. And he'll hand it off on first down. A good run out across the
Carry out to the
15-yard line, and that is number 32,
16,
Caden
17-yard
Faley.
line. Carry by 32, Caden
It's back
Faley
the yardage
for the
lost
Cadets.
after the delay of game penalty.
Chase Tyler.
Jackson
on that
Valentine,
tackle
he's a
for the Tigers.
5'11 junior.
Gain of 5.
And he and Brandon Davis both got a little bit of playing time last year. Davis did start a game against Carroll last year. Valentine, his minutes were mostly late in games, so the two of them battled for the starting job as the season was just getting underway. And a good hard run here out to the 20-yard line by Faley.
3 on the play.
His
Third
second
down
carry of the
now,
ball
3rd
game.
and 7 for the
That's going to make it
Cadets.
3rd and 7 after the run play.
Number 77, Corbin Robinson.
Corbin Robinson in on the tackle for the Tigers. Well, I've got an update for you. Bishop Dwenger leads at 21-0 now over Northrop in the third quarter. As Valentine awaits the snap. Looks to throw. Goes to the sideline. A high throw. A good open field tackle right at the 25-yard line. That's going to be short of the first down. Robert Johnson with the reception.
Number 2, Cade Townsend
6-foot
on
flat
the
sophomore.
tackle. Pass was complete to number
Making
11.
the catch. The tackle made by
Robert
Cade Townsend.
Johnson.
And that's going to bring on the punt
Tackle
unit
made
for the
at
first time in this game.
25-yard line.
Cadets had the ball
Fourth down
7 times in the first
for the
half.
Cadets.
They scored on all 7 possessions. They did not turn the ball over. They did not punt.
Townsend back.
They
to
still have not yet
receive
turned the
punt.
ball over, but they will be forced to punt for the first time in this game. Punt toward the sideline by Jaden Parnan, and it takes a Concordia bounce all the way down to the 31-yard
Punt is
line.
down at the Tiger 31-yard line. Punt by number 6.
So the first 3 and out of the game for the Cadets offense results in a punt, but now their defense gets back out onto the field, a defense that has pitched a shutout thus far. You know, you're going to go up against a lot of really good offenses when you play in the SAC, and Concordia certainly has. They did, however, hold a very stout Carroll offense, very productive Carroll offense, to 16 points earlier in the season. That, however, was a loss for the Cadets. 16-0 was the final. Carroll's defense is also a force to be reckoned with, by the way. They hand it off on first down, and that's Masters. Back to the line of scrimmage, and I don't think he got anything beyond that. Again, 2 players not in the lineup tonight for Peru. Dante Majors is one of those guys, and Michael Chandler also. Beg your pardon, it was actually 62. Draven Waters carrying the ball. Braden Masters, who's not in the game right now, had a very productive season for much of this year. It's been hard for Peru to move the ball at all tonight, much like it was on that last play. Another stop for just a minimal gain. It's going to be 3rd and looks like 7. Concordia's defense has only given up 1 first down in the game. Even on a 3rd and 1, they were able to get the stop. That was Chase Tyler on the carry, number 53.
34-yard line, so 3rd and 7 now
for the Tigers. This is going to make it 3rd and 7 for Peru. Coming up on 5 minutes to play. Three down for the Cadets. And it's a keeper for Strong, trying to get to the outside. and he gets up across the 35-yard line. That'll be well short of the line to gain. And, down 49-0. We'll see if the Tigers decide to go for it. Looks like Strong might be staying on the field. Check that. He's kind of hobbling toward the sideline. He'll stay in the game, and, it looks as though Peru is going to go for it. Well, we certainly hope that whatever this is nothing serious that Levi Strong's dealing with, as you saw him limp back to the huddle. Runs the option and gets drilled. Brock Allman gets in that backfield again.
That's number 42, Brock Allman, dropped for a loss.
I believe that's his second tackle for loss of the night. And we'll get a look at it in just a second on the Traction AP replay as Concordia takes over on fourth down. Takes over on downs, rather. Allman just got through that line quickly, much like he did earlier in this game. A similar tackle for loss. I believe that was on the 3rd and 1 where Peru was not able to convert earlier in this game. 3.5 minutes to go here at Peru High School. Snap to Valentine. He throws it out in the flat, and that's incomplete.
Pass is incomplete. 2nd and 10 now for the Cadets.
They'll make it 2nd down and 10. Now the good news for Concordia is the clock is running. You're up 49-0. So, I don't know if you'd say no harm, no foul, but Concordia will certainly take the running clock with the 49-0 lead. So far in the game, Jackson Valentine 1 for 3 since coming in after halftime, taking the place of Brandon Davis. 2.5 minutes to go. Valentine takes the snap and gives it off the right side, and inside the 30-yard line. A good run there by number 32, Caden Failing.
29-yard line. Number 50, Sam Mikowski.
Sam Mikowski in on the tackle for the Tigers.
And
this is going to bring up a 3rd and 4. The Cadets have been moving the ball very well on these 1st and 2nd downs for most of the game. That time getting 6 yards on that 2nd down play. As we have less than 2 minutes to go here in the 3rd. Jace Parnan going in motion. Snap to Valentine. He throws the lateral to Parnan, gets a block, gets another block, and gets the 1st down. Pushed out of bounds inside the 20, and Concordia's got it in the red zone.
Knocked out of bounds by the Tigers.
Jace Parnan with his first carry of the game, and I believe that was a lateral, so it goes as into the books as a run play, if you will. It's the first red zone trip of the second half for Concordia, for either team, really. Bit of a low snap. The ball's on the ground, and Valentine, I think, fell on top of it. Looks like the officials agree. And yes, Valentine did fall on top of it. That would have been the first turnover of the game committed by Concordia.
At the Tiger 22-yard line. So loss of 6 on the play.
It was a loss of 6. Negative plays have been few and far between for Concordia. We got an update from Homestead. Homestead leads Carroll 17-0 in the 3rd quarter. Less than 20 seconds to go. There's about 10 on the play clock, so Concordia will have to run another play here, and they do. Valentine throws to the sideline, and it's incomplete. That's in the direction of Robert Johnson, a 6 feet flat sophomore. And that will be the end of the 3rd quarter. Concordia leading 49-0. We'll be right back after this 30-second break on SummitCitySports.com.
The Acme Bar and Grill, where neighbors meet. A Fort Wayne tradition since 1941. We feature nightly dinner specials along with our iconic pizza, wings, and pork tenderloins, and barbecue in our family-friendly atmosphere with a retro flair. Additionally, we offer a full bar with 26 beers on tap from various Midwest breweries. We also have an area perfect for private events such as meetings, reunions, and banquets that holds up to 50 people. The Acme Bar and Grill, located in the heart of East State Village, where
Welcome back, everyone. We are about ready for the start of the fourth quarter. Concordia leads it 49-0 over Peru. Winner of this game moves on to play winner of the game between Bishop Chatard and West Lafayette, and looks like Bishop Chatard is leading that one 28-14 in the third quarter. I believe we also had an update earlier that the score of the Northrop-Dwenger game is now 28-0 in favor of the Saints as they try to make it a season sweep of the Bruins. It's a much improved Bruins team. They got to 5 wins this year, won a postseason game for the first time since 2004. And for Concordia, it's looking like they're about to take home a sectional championship as Valentine gets some pressure, sets up the screen, and it's wide open to Faley. Faley cuts it inside the 5, and lunges in for the touchdown.
And number 32, Caden Faley, takes it in.
Caden Faley in for 6, his first touchdown of the game. If I'm not mistaken, the way it works is in the running clock situation, the clock will stop on a scoring play, but on touchdowns, it does not stop until after the PAT. Joe Gutman on for the PAT. They get it down, and Gutman's kick is good. And with that, Concordia makes it 56-0
for the extra point.
Well, we'll be back in 30 seconds here on SummitCitySports.com. Fourth quarter here at Peru High School. Concordia leads it 56-0 over Peru. They scored 49 points in the first half, 28 points in the first quarter, 21 in the second. And it was Caden Faley who got the touchdown on the last play. We'll show you the replay brought to you by Traction AP. They got pressure, but the screen was wide open, and Faley did the rest. Able to break a couple of tackles and find his way into the end zone. Line drive kick, muffed, and picked up at the 16-yard line. And he will not get back to the 20. Came Vanderbosch in on that tackle along with a couple others. On the return, that was Levi Strong.
So first and 10 Tigers.
So now the Tigers will have their first possession of the fourth quarter, second possession of the half.
Make that the 19-yard line, first and 10 Tigers.
Spot the ball at the 19. This Concordia defense has played very well for much of the night. Now, of course, when the opposing quarterback has some bobbled snaps, that'll get you behind the sticks, and it has for Peru. But Concordia's defense has been able to pitch the shutout. They have only given up one first down in the game. Low snap. They get the handoff. That's Zane Ramirez, and he's dropped at about the 20-yard line, a gain of just a yard on the play, and good pursuit to the ball. Number 9, Xavier Sheehan, in on the tackle, along with a couple others. As we've got less than 10 minutes to play in regulation here in Peru.
Gain of a yard for the Tigers. Ball at the 20.
A reminder, we've got high school basketball for you tomorrow on Summit City Sports. One of the games that we'll have is Carmel versus Homestead. That's at 1 o'clock. And then at 4 o'clock, we've got Southside taking on Cathedral. Actually, I believe that's set to start at 3:30. They throw it out on the flat, and that is caught. And lunging ahead for extra yardage is Matt Ross.
Matt Ross.
He got out to about the 26, maybe the 27. They'll give him the 26.
Number 35, Max Chabron.
As Max Chabron was in on the tackle for Concordia.
Brought down at the Tiger, just a little beyond the Tiger 26-yard line.
It's going to be third and about 3
for the Tigers.
Operating from the shotgun is Strong, and he's able to move the chains out across the 30-yard line.
Gain is good for a Tiger first down.
That's only the second first down that the Tigers have picked up in this game.
76, Andre Woodard, and 75, Colton Centers were both in on that tackle for the Cadets. First and 10 Tigers from their own.
Coming up on 8 minutes to play here at Peru. Another update from Homestead. It's now 17-7. The Spartans lead the Chargers. And now from Dwenger, the Saints lead the Northrop Bruins 35-0. Play clock down at 2, down at 1, and I think they just got it off, just barely. Oh, and a big hit on that play by Isaiah Robinson.
Number 50, Sam Mikowski.
On the carry was Sam Mikowski for the Tigers, but a big hit that was by Robinson.
Second down for
Robinson,
the Tigers.
I think Sheehan also in on the tackles. This is going to be second down and
Mikowski
7.
On that last play.
Snap to Strong, he hands it off, and that play goes nowhere. And the ball came out, Concordia's got it. No, they don't. It was recovered by Ramirez. And now they're saying that he was down before the ball came out.
The ball carrier.
Zane Ramirez went after that football.
Tackle on the play.
Looked like it was a turnover. That would have been the fourth of the game forced by Concordia. But instead, it goes as a 4-yard gain, or excuse me, a 1-yard gain, make it 3rd and 6. As Strong awaits the snap from the gun, 3 down linemen for the Cadets. Strong throws it short. He's got the completion for the first down. Broken tackle, and reversing his field is Masters, and he almost gave up the first down. Check that, Townsend, number 2.
Strong
Masters at number 3.
To Cade Townsend.
And yep, that is Townsend, and he's got the first down.
46-yard line. First and 10 Tigers.
It's the third time that the Tigers have moved the chains in this game. Winner of this game plays the winner of Bishop Chatard versus West Lafayette. It'll be next week in regionals. There's Strong keeping it all the way, and he's wrestled down after about a 2-yard gain. Number 55, Wyatt Cheesebro, in on the tackle.
Strong on the carry.
Cheesebro, a 5'7", sophomore linebacker.
Second down.
There was one notable player for Concordia who is out for this game is Damari Drew. He's been out the last few games, not able to go tonight. But Concordia has played a heck of a ball game. They have run it extremely well, particularly in the first half with Amir Drew. He scored 4 touchdowns before his night was done, and his night was done at halftime. Strong throwing it downfield into double coverage, and a flag down on the play.
Pass is incomplete. There are
a couple of cadets
on the play.
in on the coverage that time. Xander Pratt was one of them. It looks like this is going to be a pass interference call.
Pass interference penalty against
It is pass interference against Concordia. Well, we'll take a look at the replay brought to you by Traction AP. No doubt tight coverage, and looks like there's contact, and I don't think Pratt definitely did not turn to look for the football. And you don't turn to look for the football, you're usually going to get the call.
37-yard line.
Moves the ball down to the 37. They fake the handoff. Strong will keep it, picking his way, and eventually gets run into and driven back by a couple of cadets, and this may be called for a late hit.
Penalty flag after the tackle.
Well, there were 0 penalties against Concordia in the first half. They've committed 4 here in the second half. I believe that was Dontrell Johnson in on the tackle. One of a couple of Concordia cadets who made the tackle.
Personal foul penalty.
And yes, the call is a personal foul against Concordia, so they'll move the ball an extra 15 yards.
19-yard line.
Move it down to the 19-yard line. Actually moved it 18 yards. They spot it from the spot of the foul, 15 yards from the spot of the foul.
Ball at the 18-yard line of the Cadets.
Well, an update from Homestead. It's now 24-7. Homestead has extended their lead over Carroll. Operating from the shotgun is Strong. Throws it to the end zone. One-on-one. Almost intercepted. And a few extracurriculars
Second down now
after that near pick by Max Gleave. It was definitely well covered by Gleave. Take another look at that on the Traction AP replay. With him all the way, it's definitely contact, and then he just got pulled to the ground. Flag did not come in on that play. We've got less than 2 minutes to go as Peru is driving towards the end zone, trying to make sure that this game does not end in a shutout. And whistles blow, and that's going to be a delay of game.
Delay game penalty against the Tigers.
And of course, you've got the running clock situation, so time continues to move. Neither team has used a timeout here in this second half. Ramirez goes in motion. Strong to throw, rolls out of the pocket. Will he take off? Yes, he will. Inside the 15, the 10. And he goes down, takes a huge hit at the 4-yard line. That's enough for the first down.
Keeper by the quarterback, Levi Strong. Brought down by the Cadets, number 24, Isaiah Robinson.
It was Isaiah Robinson who made the hit. Had a big hit earlier in this game.
First and goal from the 4.
And now the Tigers starting to move the ball down closer to the end zone, coming up on 30 seconds to play. The lob to the corner, one-on-one, and it is caught for a touchdown.
In the end zone.
Reaching over top to get it is Matt Ross.
With the reception, touchdown Tigers.
That play was well covered, but Ross able to go over the top and haul it in. As the clock begins to wind down, we'll see if they get lined up in time. Nope, they won't. That clock's going to run out. That's the end of the game.
End of the ball game. Final score.
56-6. Concordia is your winner in this one. Now we'll take a quick look on the Traction AP replay at how this one ended.
Sectional 27 champions.
The lob to the end zone and pretty well covered. I think that was Parnan on the coverage. But Ross goes right over top of him to snag it. And the Cadets are a winner. They don't get the shutout, but they do win it in the end. 56-6 is the final score. We'll be right back in just a second, just 30 seconds actually, to recap this game here on SummitCitySports.com.
Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Come see us in Decatur at the 2733 Auto Mall and shop 7 brands in one location. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent.
Well, the final score, 56-6. Concordia a winner over Peru, and they will advance on to regionals.
We congratulate.
And when we last heard, it was Bishop Chittard who was winning over West Lafayette. So if that were to hold up, Concordia would play against Bishop Chittard next Friday and regionals. Well, a great game for Concordia. Our player of the game, the player of the game could go to a lot of different players. The defense played great. Brandon Davis was very effective throwing the football, but the player of the game is going to go to Amir Drew. He had a heck of a night tonight, 4 touchdowns. He was the workhorse and really carried the load for the Cadets in the ground game as they will move on to regionals and play again either Bishop Chittard or West Lafayette. We will find that out in the days to come. In the meantime, go ahead and get a word in from our sponsors that allow us to come out and do the many games that we get to do here on SummitCitySports.com. Today's game is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports, like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Kelly Automotive Group is Indiana's #1 automotive group. With over 1,000 new vehicles and 500 pre-owned vehicles to choose from, please visit drivekelly.com. Simple, transparent, and reliable. Acme Bar and Grill is currently located at 1105 East State Boulevard, Fort Wayne, Indiana, 46805. Order your favorite pizza, pasta, salad, and more, all with the click of a button. Acme Bar and Grill accepts orders online for pickup. Give your home the curb appeal it deserves and trust Kurtz Mio to power wash your home. Meanwhile, the section championship trophy has been presented. Concordia is your winner tonight, 56-6 the final. They'll be going on to regionals. A sectional championship for the Concordia Cadets. Great way to end the, not end the season. The season continues on, but a great way to end the sectional playoffs for the Concordia Cadets as they celebrate a sectional title. Give your home the curb appeal it deserves and trust Kurtz Mio to power wash your home. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. The world is waiting for you to make a difference in a way that only you can. Discover your strengths at Indiana Wesleyan University's residential campus in Marion, Indiana. For more, visit indwes.edu. Tom Steele Tire has been serving the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years. They will help you find the perfect tire for your vehicle and other auto repair services like brakes, wheel alignments, engine diagnostics, and more. Big Eyed Fish has been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. Like their Facebook pages for updated promotions. Enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at Big Eyed Fish. El Azteca Mexican Restaurant has been serving food consistently since 1963. Their recipes use only the best fresh ingredients. They are family-owned, and they pride themselves on great quality. For more information, go to elaztecarestaurant.com. That's elaztecarestaurant.com. Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning is dedicated to providing the best possible solution for your home or business. You can count on Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning to provide you with a system and solution that fits your unique needs. Parkview Sports Medicine continues to lead the way in Northeast Indiana. Their specialized sports medicine team offers direct access to physical therapy and sports physicians in the new Parkview Ortho Express Clinic located at the Sport 1 Parkview Fieldhouse. No referral is needed, which saves you both time and money. Visit parkviewsportsmedicine.com to learn more. Again, that's parkviewsportsmedicine.com. Well, the final score, the Concordia Cadets, a winner over the Peru Tigers, and they will advance on to regionals. They are your sectional champions for 2019. They'll face either Bishop Chatard or West Lafayette next week when they get to regionals. Until next week, for everyone at Summit City Sports, for our cameraman Jeff Mahoney, this is Thad Goff saying so long from Peru High School, so long from Concordia. Again, the final score, Concordia wins it 56-6 over Peru.